Good evening, Nubian guys and goddesses. I am in the living room with the goddess Matara and Queen Jharrie Anut. Am I correct, my sister?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and we're going to be talking about the Patriotic Mind Detox. And I'm going to let the goddesses expound on that. And I will be asking some questions for myself. I am looking forward to listening and learning myself. Okay, which of my sisters want to go first?
Well, we can start this. I'll go ahead and go. First, let me introduce myself. This is who is speaking. I am Queen. Oh, I'm sorry. I am the goddess, Matara, and my cousin's actually speaking with us tonight as well, and she is Queen Jharrie Anut. We decided to have a discussion on the topic about having a patriotic mind and mental detox, because people are not aware that our thoughts are really not our own. We have been conditioned and trained how to think and behave. And so we're going to speak on certain things that people may not, they may be completely oblivious to, that they're not even their own thoughts. So once we become aware of what it is, we can identify what we need to detox from, and we're going to replace those thoughts with what is the natural, divine, feminine order, and which is we're going to detox the patriotic system and replace it with the matriarchic system. And if you guys don't know, that is our actual natural way of life. We come from a matriarchic system, so and that is the mother being the head. When you think about it, the mother is the head of the house. The mother is the one who makes the house the home. The mother is the one who operates the home. And the man is the shield of the home. He is the one that is there for the protection and for the support and financial stability. So we have to understand the divine order, because we cannot unify out of order. We're still going to bump heads if we unify and we do not understand and implement the very importance of placement. Everything has a place. Everything has its time and place. We have to be on the right timing and the right placement with one another so that we can be in tuned. And Queen Jharrie, Anut, is there anything else you'd like to add?
Yes. See, now when we talk about these kind of things, you kind of get a sour taste in people's mouth. They all want to be the head of the household. What are you talking about?
Oh, man.
They shouldn't be running nothing. What's going on here? And, you sit back and think, well, what happens when the matriarch passes away? What happens in all black families, at least? I don't know if it goes on in other cultures. But in a black family, when Big Mama, Duchess, Meemaw, whoever, however you call your grandma, Nana, Nanny, when she passes on, what happens to the family?
Wow. See? Right there in your face. Exactly.
So why are we operating in a different direction than what is natural to us?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when we say the woman is the head of the household, we're not saying that the father, the man, is nobody. We're saying that there's a place for everything.
Yeah.
And while the man plays... Excuse me one moment.
Absolutely. Go ahead. We'll stop. We'll pause.
Living room, and you know how sometimes your kids like to come and nosy on your conversation when you're in the living room.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, this is life, and we're laid back, and the people know this. We're laid back, so.
Right. Okay, just let you ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm a black mama. I ain't got no nannies. So.
Absolutely.
But what I'm trying to say is that they try to make it seem like a woman being in charge is some kind of demonic or bad, low vibrational thing, when all actuality, that's how it's supposed to be. And Egyptian, we take it back to Kemet, my aunt.
Right.
She weighed it hard on the scale. Why? Because she was the lawmaker. She told you follow my rules. Men cannot create law. We see what happens when men create law.
Right.
We're living right here, right now. And it's nothing against men. I love
right.
Mm-hmm. Of course, I love men. But my point is that we're out of order, and when we're out of order, it creates chaos. So we need to have these discussions to help further our psychosis in upliftment. And our upliftment is not to say, we're going to put men down. That is not, me and my cousin, I know a lot of women who are not, just because we say this does not mean that the man does not hold a good position, a strong position in our lives.
Right.
Needed. Yes, very much needed. You see this world? We need alpha males. We need leaders. We need those. But at the same time, bring it back to Kemet one more time, because they, a lot of people know about that type of history.
Mm-hmm.
There was a pharaoh. It's not king. People think pharaoh means king, and that's not what that means.
No.
Okay? Man is created to protect, provide, and be the law enforcer. Okay? And that's what Pharaoh was. Okay? But Pharaoh had to answer to the elders, and the elders were women. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
They were not men, they were women. The women judged the Pharaoh on how he did his estate affairs. Okay? It was not other men. Okay? That's how we kept the balance. So, women were the law makers, men were the law enforcers.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we need to get it back to.
Yes, we
Absolutely.
do.
We need you, man. Understand that we love you and we need you. We
Yes,
also need to get on the same page with us and get in the same book and on the same chapter with us. And we need you to put us back on the throne, okay? Because in order for me to king you, when you playing checkers, the man has to go across that board. He has to go through obstacles. He has to jump hurdles to get to the other side to get king. What do you think is king in chess? When you think about the game of chess, the woman, she does all of the moves. The man cannot do what the woman can, and the woman can't do what the man does. So
That's
we have
right.
to get in order.
It is not who is better, who is worse. It's balance. We complement each other.
That's right.
There's no bigger, there's no better. It's just complementing one another.
It's about divine placement and order, and we have to be in place. Okay, we cannot continue to struggle and argue about what you think and be on this again. This is a patriotic way of thinking. So we have to detox that. We have to erase that from our mind, because who gave us this information?
Uh-huh.
This is not this is not our black spiritual way of life. This was given to us by a patriotic Caucasian mentality. And so I can't share his mentality, and neither should my man. We have to detox away from this. We have to understand where we are and where it's gotten us. So
Yes.
it's time to get back. It's time to get back on track. And so people need to understand that we are getting attacked on so many levels,
So many.
angles, you know, and we have many layers. And a lot of people are not aware of this.
No.
You got them coming at you with the transgender thing going on.
Oh.
You got it, you know, they got you. They're coming at you spiritually.
Mm-hmm.
You know, through confusing your spirit up with their religions. They got it in their food. They have it in the music.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the music has been turned down to a very low frequency.
Yes.
That is, you know, making us bob our heads to lyrics that are basically yes, it's celebrating our demise.
Mm-hmm.
Like, who the heck are men driving down the street listening to "I'll shoot 'em up, kill 'em, and your mama see you laying on your back in the church"?
Yeah.
And you bobbing your head to this subliminally.
Yes.
You are agreeing to this.
Yes.
And you have no idea how detrimental the subliminal is. The subliminal is where everything manifests. The subliminal is what comes to the forefront when you start thinking about what
my
comes,
sister preaching,
in
y'all.
the your mind.
Yeah.
So, you know, we gotta recognize and really open up the two eyes that we can see with and see it for what it is, so that you can give your third eye, your pineal gland, a chance to open.
That's right.
You have to see what's going on right here. Use your eyes and stop saying, "Oh no, you thinking too deep into it." No, baby, you're too shallow.
Right.
I get when I'm too deep for the. I get it.
Yeah.
But for real, like the music, the food, y'all sitting here eating all the genetically modified fast food. Y'all understand where we are right now?
My
Brothers and
sister.
sisters, we are in the age of Aquarius, the zodiac of Aquarius, and the symbolism of that is what you will see is a man that has a canister pouring out water. Water is one of the most precious elements here on this earth.
Primordial water.
I say, yes, it is.
And it's pouring out this data, this information. You want to know how precious water is? And just how the woman connects to the divine. That the glacious waters that are above us at night, when we looking at the night sky, that's water up there. That blue sky that you see when the sun shines, and it gives you a different dimension when that light hits it. It gives you a different color. That's water. It even says it in that Bible book. That book, it tells you that they divide the waters from above from below. They separate the waters. Okay? So when a woman is pregnant and she's carrying that baby in her womb, when she's ready to bring the spiritual realm onto the physical realm, her water breaks. The data, the information, it's so powerful and magical. So understand where we are, people. We are in the age of formation. There's so much information out, but if you want to continue to be under the spell, you will. You have to stop bobbing your head and you have to start listening.
You have to, and you know, everybody was talking about that award show. I didn't even watch it. I stopped watching those award shows for quite some time because it just started to get more, dumbed down and ignorant. You got a brother, even the brothers is taking notice, like they don't want women like that, and they're voicing it and making it known. I just made a post like that on my page just before we started the show. It's like, we didn't used to they're up on stage doing a whatever act. You might as well, he said, a pornographic act. Two of our sisters.
And who's watching? children.
I keep trying to tell. I tell as many as I can. I said they don't even let the one girl don't even let her daughter listen to what she makes. So why would you? I'm just like I'm just not. And they will defend this music to why? Okay, can I ask you guys a question? Why is it that some of our the young people, they will defend this music to the death? And then somebody will say in the next breath, well, it starts at home. Don't let your kids listen to it. Look, this stuff is everywhere. And the parents are at war with this music. Not just raising their children, they're at war with the music. And at some point when you become a celebrity, you can't say, well, I don't have a responsibility. Look, you are on a pedestal. You wanted to be a celebrity. So now you have a certain amount of responsibility, to be upholding to. Come on now. This is just...
Right. And that goes again to, like I said, the subliminal mind. What's in the back of your mind is far greater than what's in the front of your mind.
Mm-hmm.
That's where everything manifests at. That's where everything builds up and accumulates.
You're absolutely right.
And the going right back to what I keep speaking on, the topic of our subject, detoxing from the patriotic mentality. All of that is supporting that.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why Hollywood got this music out, the reason why they got this vibration down so low. So, all right, let me bring up, for instance, Michael Jackson. Now, before they turned Michael Jackson from a black man to a white woman, they did that to that boy. Understand that his daddy wrote him off. His daddy was in the music industry before he was born. He knew what the evils and the wicked was. He signed his son's name in blood when he was 6 years old. Okay? So, everybody got something to talk about Michael. Y'all don't know the half of it. Alright? We gonna leave it at that. But when Michael first was coming out, he was coming out with Heal the World. But we forgets about that. Make it a better place. It wasn't until he stopped doing a lot of music. Because why? Because them folks that was playing like they was his friends, they reeled him in, right? And then after he came out with the Michael Jackson Bad Thriller, they wanted to change. That's all the music they wanted him to do. He was like, well, hold on, I'm the artist. I want to go back and do this music. And they were, oh no, man, but this one sold so many records and it did so great. And oh wow, they tried to put him in a different path. And Michael struggled with them for a long time, and that's why he didn't come out with so much more music. He even had a whole album that I believe they took and destroyed it, and he didn't get to put it out at all because the frequency was on that loving frequency, and that's what Hollywood decided that they were taking out. That's why all this music, everybody sound nasally, off key, irritating, sounding like a mosquito. The frequency is, yes, it's horrible. The frequency is just like what it sounded like. It's horrible. And this was done intentionally. This is set here, it's put here for us. And whatever that they have out there, y'all gobbling it up. Where we don't even really have no R&B artists no more. Like,
nope.
Where is
any real artist? Any real artists that know how to play music? Any real artists that know how to scale? Like, the only one that's alive and worth listening to now is Stevie Wonder.
Right. And
Prince gone.
He just went to over to Africa.
Right.
Because he said he does not want his kids to have to face all of the crazy.
That's right. You're talking about Stevie Wonder, right? Is that yeah?
Because of the United States.
And I don't blame him.
He bothered. He don't want his son getting pulled over by the cops.
Right. Exactly.
That encounter.
That's stressful.
So, like I said, so many angles, so many layers to this onion that make you cry. So many dimensions. They coming at us spiritually. They coming at us mentally. They're coming at us through religion. They're coming at us. They're putting our gender against us in every way that you can. They're putting us against each other.
Oh boy, yeah.
There is no race on this planet that has it more out for each other than the black people. And that is so sad because, we are the kings and the queens. We are the gods and the goddesses. We created all nations on this planet.
Yes.
Nobody came before us, and no one will come after us. So it's up to us to understand the order, the divine order, and to put it in place. That's as simple as that.
Simple as that.
We can't continue.
And also to add on that, nature versus nurture. Why our children act like this? It's because no matter what you instill in your children, nurture. What their environment is, they want you to put your kids in school.
Yep.
Yeah. Talk by a white lady who don't like them.
Yeah.
Racist.
And that's the whole.
Children are very impressionable.
The whole education. That's indoctrination. That all of that. I mean, literally everything in their textbooks from elementary, middle school, they're just different levels of nothing but complete lies. And it's a crime what they're doing.
That's right. And we just right there. I hope one of y'all taking notes, because right there we just talked up on that's another subject for another show right there. For real. I'm serious.
I homeschool my kids, okay? Ain't no way. My son talking about some, Mom, I want to go to school. He got cousins that are going to the big school. That's what he calls it, the big school. So I'm like, oh, you want to go to school? School's right here. Oh, want me to get you a desk?
That's right, yep. But you know what? A lot of parents these days, they are not taking the time to do what you just said that you are doing. They have been ready to kick them out into the school building. Can you imagine? I
have 6 children. 4 of them are boys. Okay, and they regular boys. They real boys, real men. Okay, So they got a lot of testosterone. My son right now can read on a middle school level, and he's 5. Okay, but I bet you, if I was to put him in school, they tell me, oh, he can't cooperate. He's hard to deal with. He doesn't want to learn. That's what they'll tell me. Because they don't have the love I have for my son.
That's right.
I already knew. As soon as they told me boy, I said, all right, I don't want my son coming back telling me, Mama, I don't want to learn. That's what if you ever pay attention, unless they had a different kind of upbringing, most little black boys talk about how they hate school. They don't have an interest in learning. They don't have an interest in reading. They don't have an interest in anything. All they want to do is go outside and play basketball, or because that's what they've been taught, that's all they're good for. Now, I said that's not happening here. In all actually, this pandemic has helped the black community more than it has hurt.
Yes.
I'm not saying that people have not gotten sick or have not passed away. All I'm saying is that it has gotten us a chance because the system got shut down.
That's right. That's what.
And it revealed cracks.
Yes.
It revealed cracks. Okay? And it got us a chance to go home and spend time with our children, spend time with our family. Get involved in our children's education. Some of us didn't know, little JJ didn't know how to read.
Right.
Now they know. It's in the face.
Yep.
So, nature versus nurture. If my kids are good kids, they're active, but they're good kids. They don't cuss. They don't do a whole bunch of stuff that these kids are doing. Why? Because my kids don't spend all day watching TV. They don't hang out with a whole bunch of. I'm not saying that other people's children are bad.
Right.
I'm saying they're not being impressionable against the people going the different way.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean? And when you see your kids at school, they getting a brush on all different kind of situations, things they probably never would have thought about doing.
Yes, they are.
You send them to school. Yeah. your child is doing things you never thought they would do. You know you didn't teach them that.
That's right. You're right about that. You're right about that. So I know what you're saying about the patriotic mind detox, and what we need to do is just like, people always are talking about fasting. Okay, now we also need to fast our minds from a lot of these things that come at us from the TV, the radio. You gotta just get away from it. And that's what I did. I don't even watch TV. I can tell you the last time I did, and I think it was a good thing when my timer went out on my TV. I never did try to retime it. I said, well, this is a good thing. I don't need to keep up. I do not need to keep. Look, it's the same old thing all the time. I do not need to keep up on none of that stuff. They still talking about the coronavirus. They still talking about which black person gonna get justice and all of this stuff. It's just ridiculous. It's the same stuff over and over again.
All of this is trauma. They telling you to isolate yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Which lowers your immunity system by being depressed and not having human interaction. We're supposed to have human interaction, okay? We're not supposed to just sit here and be by ourselves.
Yeah, we're not supposed to be.
We're supposed to be. Another thing, don't go outside. What's outside? The sun.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What does the sun do to normal people? What does the sun do? Give you vitamin D. What does vitamin D do? It does a whole lot of things. Help produce our melanin. Help produce melatonin. Help produce serotonin. Help produce practically all your bodily functions require vitamin D. So if you're not getting it,
yeah. Oh, this is it's really unbelievable to me. Like, I was talking to my aunt the other night, and little does she know, I know that she took the shot because my dad told me. But, I didn't even mention it. I did not mention to her. I didn't say, how are you feeling after you took the shot or anything like that? Because you know why? I asked myself, why didn't you say anything? Why you didn't ask her? Because what difference is it going to make? She's going to make excuses for why she took it anyway, just like all the rest of them are. So.
Yeah. That's what I urge. Man, I urge people to really take a serious look at this. Something that is not tangible, they can tell us anything.
Yes.
You have to understand that this is a puppet show. Everything on the TV is not, even the news. They are the biggest lies. They are professional liars. Okay? When the 9/11 attack happened, if you didn't wake up then, I don't know if you ever gonna wake up. If you did not understand what happened to us by our own government,
mm-hmm.
they put it all on the table.
Right, and
they didn't care if you were white or black or anyone. This is about money. And so now that the greedy have become even more greedy, they're not worried about people who even look like them. They will take out whoever to get to whatever it is that they
That's
want.
what I told her. That's what I told her. This is a dangerous thing, and it's this vaccine is to attack the reproductive system in the male and female, especially that of those who are black. Why do you guys not remember that they tried to come out and say they were going to give people marijuana? Yeah, yeah.
I mean, just how insulting. You think you can give me a bag of weed? And I'm gonna go sign up to be your dummy?
Right.
I wonder how many people did actually do it though.
I don't know. I told her exactly what you just said, about, the government, how they, how can you forget? I told her. And it's like, they're not looking, I don't know what's wrong with some of our people. I really, I work with some of them, and you hear the excuses about why. I mean, I don't have any words for it. I don't have any words.
We have such a trust. We have such a trust with our advisor. We have such a trust. We are such a forgiving people. We see, it all boils down to what we consist of, what we are made of. They know this about us. They've been studying us since they discovered us.
Yep.
Okay? Since they knew we existed. All right? When we came over in 7-Eleven and introduced them to soap and water and underwear, come out the caves, you know what I'm saying? They've been studying us. They're like, how did they get a chance to do all these things and we still eating steaks raw? We don't know nothing about fire. What's going on? How they get to be where they are now? They've been studying us ever since.
I wanna touch on that. So understand that we have been studied and we have been manipulated. Because one thing that always spoke to me in my mind when I was a child, I remember I was reading in that book, and I saw that they was blatantly lying to me. They said Adam and Eve were the first people ever on earth. And then they did something, God didn't like it. He punished them for all of eternity, let him tell through the menstrual cycle. He didn't really do too much to the man. God really was not fond of the woman, and nor was the rest of them characters that they speak on, John, Adam, the rest, I don't know, James, the rest of them. They did not like women. This patriotic and homosexual ideology, okay? And so men don't understand that when they call themselves, trying to uphold this Bible or this book or any of them, the Quran, and it's saying anything that you think is okay because the book is telling you it's okay. But if the roles was reversed and they said that this is what the man has to do and the woman was implementing those things to you, I don't think that you find that to be right. I don't think you think that be morally correct. I don't think you find that spiritually correct. Or all the above. So use your common sense. Use the eyes you can see with. Use your mind that God gave you. Please don't let it go away. Please don't let a book somebody wrote tell you this is how you're supposed to think and act and behave. They studied us. Like I said, when I was a child, I read in there and I said, well, how do they know? The average humans need 8 hours of sleep. How do they know what our food diet intake is supposed to be? Oh, it's not because they studied us. It's because they studied us and showed and then reversed everything and reintroduced a remixed backward system.
Perverse version.
Yeah.
Of what we gave them.
Right. And when you're elementary and they bring you that pyramid of the food, all that food in there is nothing that you need to be having in your system. Bread, yeast, mucus, snot.
Yep.
Okay. Once you keep this in your diet, it's real easy for anything that comes along to attach itself to you. And then, you go into the school system, that's an indoctrination. All of this patriotic system that has just been embedded in us. And we have repeated this cycle. It's time to break the change. It's time to break the cycle. Time to get back on track. We must return to our natural, matriarchic, divine order. We must. We have to.
And that, okay? That right there is it really, that right there, what you just said pretty much sums it up. Because, we have to. I always tell, like, when I talk to some of our brothers, I tell them, I said, I love the brothers. I said, but I just got to tell you one thing. I said, you have to get back on your post. See, because they already know that the brothers aren't there, like they should be. You see what I'm saying? So they attack his woman. They attack him. They attack his children, the elderly, because you are not on your post. Just like
You're not in place, brother.
yes,
You're not in place. You're not in order, sir.
just like
You
just
don't
like you
tell
said
me
earlier.
where my place is. But I'm in place.
Yes.
And then you still blame us because
Yeah.
the kids grew up with a single mother.
Yes. Yes.
Gaslighting. You know gaslighting.
Yeah, gaslighting. So we're not attacking. We're just telling them that you have to get back on the post because the white man
No
is.
nation can raise higher than what its woman is.
That's right.
If the status of this woman is of a low place, that's where that nation will be. Because
Yes.
what you teach her, she will teach the nation. The
Yes.
first teacher, the first love, the first person that a child sees. Okay?
Yes. Yes.
So if she has no education, the child has no education. If she doesn't have self-love, the children don't have self-love. If she feels incomplete within herself, the children will feel incomplete.
You right
So
about.
what we have to do is stop thinking like the majority of society and start thinking like ourselves. 'Cause in the end, they tell you, oh, because a lot of black men now don't want to get married. They don't want to take care of. Not saying that there's not black men out there that don't want to take care of their children, but some don't understand the responsibility. That's what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of black men don't know how to deal with responsibility of life.
Yeah.
Not all.
Not all.
A lot of them out there that doing they thing,
Mm-hmm.
taking off with it. But a lot of us are dealing with the consequences because of those who are lacking.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's right. That's right. That's right.
So that's why I say that.
Yeah.
Not because there ain't no black men doing right. I'm saying one is too many.
It's too many.
Okay?
It's too many. I got that. That's absolutely right. I think I talked about that not too long ago. Mm-hmm.
So what we have to understand is when we say woman is a woman not reigning society, but a woman enhancing society.
Yes.
Because this world works through law of attraction, and law of attraction is a feminine thing. A woman attracts her mate. She don't go after her mate.
That's right.
You go after her.
Mm-hmm.
That's a masculine thing.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
If you have to go after, you're projecting your energy.
That's right.
The woman is supposed to absorb the energy.
That's right.
And transmute it into the back out into the universe. Yes.
That's right. And I
So
wanna. That's right. Cause I wanna be able to, I mean, this is, like I said, I wanted to have this. The reason I started it was for us to be able to get together and talk about the things that are affecting and that affect us with only our concerns. I mean, I don't think there's nothing wrong with saying that. I mean, anybody. I mean, that's just like who are you to tell me that I can't say that I love myself? So who are you to say that I can't say that I love my people? But they try to make you feel like it's so bad to say that. So where did we get that from? You see what I'm saying? There's something else that's been fed.
It's only bad for a black man.
Yeah.
It's only bad for black people.
Yeah. Well, I'm not eating that. I'm not eating that. So there's like,
Feel threatened.
Yeah. Well, I'm
See us loving them.
okay.
They should.
Well, feel threatened then. That's just the way I feel about it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
They know. Okay, the whole reason why this whole system is in place is because of the Reconstruction era after slavery. They knew that they stripped our culture from us.
Name.
They knew our names, our spirituality.
Yeah.
Because we were not religious, we were spiritual. Okay, we were spiritual. They took everything from us. So how the heck were we able to come out of slavery and create schools,
Mm-hmm.
Taught them how to read.
Mm-hmm.
Taught them math.
Mm-hmm.
Astrology. Was able to become congressmen, legislators, mayors. All this. How were we able to do that right after slavery? No money, no nothing.
No bootstrap, no
How were
lace.
we able? Exactly. We are the essence of inspiration. We possess the thing closest to the supreme intelligence. We're living like the good book says, and I still consider it a good book. Why? Because if you take it for its literal sense, it's destructive. But if you take it for its esoteric sense,
Right.
you be in.
That's what I say. That's what I'm trying to get people to understand, you know. But some people haven't got to that level. You know what I mean? So, I know what they did. We know what they did. It's imperative for you to know what they did. But, you know, when you want to talk to me about plagiarization, you know what I'm saying? You know, you want to talk to me about plagiarization. Really?
Well, yeah, you know, I want us to get out of the pointing of the blame game, the man against the woman. We have to stop doing that. We have to understand that, you know, we're not gonna say it's no one's fault. It will be our fault if we continue to say who's hurt more than the next person. We have to unify together. We got to get on the same page. We have to have the understanding, the overstanding, and the understanding of who we are, our natural essence and divine order in which we should be, and we have to come together collectively.
Yes, absolutely.
If the man is not in place, if the man is not putting the woman up on the throne,
that's
allowing
right,
her to do what she does and him to do what he does, then this is why the man sits in and thinks he can sit and point and say, oh, well, you know, you're on child support. Oh, wow, well, you know, you don't get assistance from the government. They couldn't give us no assistance if everything was
thank you. That's right.
And that's how we destroy this whole system. This is how we break the back of
that's right.
them being on our back and living and sustaining life off of what we lacking of. We're lacking that love. We're lacking the structure. We're lacking the support and the patriotic mentality. We have to get that back into place. We gotta do it, y'all. That's all. The detox from the patriotic mindset. It's time to detox, family, and it's time to get back in tune with our true divine order and nature of the matriarch.
Okay, ladies, I enjoy this. Any last words for the people tonight? Because I just know we did the doggone thing. I can feel it. I know this. It's like it's hard to let go. We got to. Oh man, but I'm gonna let them know we're gonna come back. This is just woo.
This is part one.
Yeah, this is part one. Right?
Yes. Okay, family. So this is speaking now. DaGoddess Matara. I also have some other services. Please get yourself insured and covered. I am a life insurance agent. So we have very affordable life insurance right now. And, you know, with getting the stimulus and tax returns, this time is more grand than any time to just go ahead and make a one down payment to have it paid for the entire year. That way you don't have to worry about, you know, missing payment. Get yourself covered for yourself and for your spouse and for your offspring, for the offspring that you may have later down the line. We have very affordable rates, you know, for $45 a month, $65 a month. You got iPhones that cost you $150 a month. I think you can get yourself covered. Our insurance actually pays you out. It does a income replacement for 10 years. Okay, and this is what the Kardashians did. So I don't watch their show and keep up with them. You know, I don't keep up with the Kardashians, but I would at least like to join them on the financial gain for my people. So go ahead and get yourself covered. You can get with me through either Facebook on Geo Promos, Rims. That's GIOPROMOS space Rims, RIMZ as in zebra, on Facebook, or you can get with me on Social Africa under DaGoddess Matara, and that's spelled, DaGoddess is spelled DaGoddess, and then Matara is MAA-TARAH.
Okay.
Yes, and my name is Queen Jharrie Anut, and I can be reached on Facebook. I don't have a social Africa yet, but I'm working on that.
We gonna get you there.
My name is, my government name, Jharrie Johnson on Facebook. But if you ever want to have, because I homeschool my children, if you have any questions on how to get started, on how to, what specific programs and skills, you just hit me up. I am not, you can hit me up not anytime, but you can hit me up. And I get right back as soon as possible. I got 6 kids, mind you. Okay, I get back as soon as possible. But I can. I'm not ignoring you. But, yeah. It was good talking.
Thank you. We want to thank you.
Yes.
Goodness. Wow. Listen, I'm so sorry. I had a little stunt. Thank you for the platform. We appreciate you.
Absolutely, TBwahid. Absolutely.
We look forward to anything, anytime, sister. You need, you know, you got a topic of discussion, and we got some insight on it. We would love to share the wisdom and share the love as always.
Well, what I'm going to be looking for is for part 2 for this one, because, yeah, I'm going to, we're going to have to come back for part 2, because I know that the people are going to be ready to hear, the rest of this, because it's so vast. I mean, and like I said, I really appreciate it too. I've learned some new things. You learn some new things. We learn from each other, and that's the way it's supposed to be. I saw this meme one time that said, you don't know all the answers, because you can't, don't ever say that you know all the answers, because if that's the case, then you haven't asked all the questions. You have to ask questions. If you don't know something, you need to ask. You know how they always say there's no dumb question that a person can't ask, and that is so for real though. So, but I look forward to coming back and talking about it once again, forever, how long it takes to cover the subject. It doesn't matter to me, and then so that's what I'd like to do. And I appreciate you guys for your closing words and everything that you said, and I know that will resonate with someone, even if it's just one person. You know what I'm saying? And it's important for us, to do this. I hope that what I'm gonna do is say, we're gonna give everybody peace, love, and light. Much love, much peace, and much power. Black power. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're gonna do. And we out the living room, y'all. Peace, peace. Anybody say peace?